I wanted to do this video today because it just popped into my head over the weekend of no regrets. It just reminded me of that film of the guy with the tattoo on his chest, collarbone area of no regrets. And it got me thinking because obviously I got a tattoo over the weekend on my hands, as you can see, which is so cool. And I obviously showed friends, family, and it kind of made me realize a lot of things with getting a tattoo. It makes you think of the regrets in life. And it's not just tattoos, it's everything. It could be past relationships, it could be anything that you've done in your life. Any regrets that you hold. It just got me thinking of regrets. But I've titled it today as No Regrets because it's obviously a little bit tattoo related. With the compliments, the overall compliments were great. And obviously, you do things when you want tattoos, you just go for it. And it just makes you feel good. And I've got quite a few tattoos now, and it's just something that I really wanted. I really wanted Mandela on my fingers, and I will be extending. But you're going to get people out there that don't like tattoos, they have an opinion, and they express their opinion to you and ask you, can that actually come off? And the answer is yes, but I'm not going for laser. Do I regret my tattoos? No. But it got me thinking when I was getting my tattoo done, there was one particular tattoo that I held a little bit of regret about. I jumped off a train in London, walking around Soho, and you find a walk-in tattooist. And my first initial thought was, yep, let's go get a tattoo. Because I've been around London 100 times, I was down there for an event, and I had some time to kill. I was like, let's get a tattoo. Because, you know what, I just want pain. I just want to endure some pain whilst walking around London because I've been around London 1,000 times. So I walk into this tattooist and I get a little tattoo on my thumb. And I thought, you know what, that's going to be fine. It absolutely killed me off. And in the end, it wasn't something that I liked. We changed up the design a few times, and in the end, I wasn't that keen on it. And I had the initial thought, I actually regret this tattoo. The first tattoo out of, I think, 9 that I had an initial little bit of regret. And I was thinking, damn, I could get it lasered off, or I could just adapt to it. And it kind of made me think about overall life. What are regrets that I've had? Is there a way that I can just vanish them? Kind of like a laser. Or is there a way that I can adapt to it to make it better? Even though a lot of the regrets are in the past, we can still adapt because we cannot really erase. You can erase a laser tattoo, but in a way, it's still there. It's kind of the sense of erasing a memory or a regret in your life, but it's always going to still be there. You can banish it from your thoughts, but the thought is always going to be there. Always. It's going to have that little bit of a mark. So, with that, do I have a regret now of my hand tattoo? No. Why? Because I have now learned to adapt. Similar to adapting to regrets in the past of relationships, I've adapted my brain to just not banish the regrets, but to adapt and work from them. Do I have regrets in my life? No. No, not anymore. I've learned to adapt to my regrets. I've learned to just move forward, not erasing, not lasering, but adapting to the thoughts of the regret. I don't usually hold regrets of anything in my life even if that's with people, friends, jobs, anything. There's always going to be some regrets that I will have, but at the end of the day, I cannot change the past. I have to move forward. I have to adapt with the regret, with the thought. It's always going to sit there. Always. It's going to be like the trauma. It's always going to have flashbacks. It's always going to come back. You have to adapt from that thought to move forward. Just like the tattoo. If you have an issue or you have a tattoo and you have some regret, do you want to get it lasered off? Or do you want to adapt with it, change it, cover it? Because there are so many ways that we can just adapt, change, move forward with that tattoo, similar to the thought, the regret. So with my tattoo on my thumb, as you can see, it kind of works with my own hand and the hand. So as an example, I can just adapt to the plain area here. It's not necessarily a regret because it kind of blends in. I adapted from the initial tattoo on my thumb to the fingers, which is now going to stretch to this area in time. So then that regret is no longer a regret because I adapted, I changed that. So what kind of regrets do you have in your life? What sort of Ragrets do you maybe have in your life? It could consist of tattoos, it could consist of men, women, relationships, partners, friends, jobs, careers, homes, cars, finance, money, anything. Do you feel like you want to just erase and laser them out of your mind with that regret? Or can you move forward and adapt the thoughts and change your thought pattern to adapt to that? Similar to the tattoo. I'm kind of like joining them together because the Ragrets has really got me today. It's good not to hold on to regrets, hold on to the pain of the past. We have to let go. There's always that picture that I see going around social media of someone holding on to a big fat thick rope and you're trying to pull it and it's just pulling you and you're just holding on for so long and your hands are just getting really red and sore. You just have to let go. It's very similar to when we do eventually leave this earth and you're lying on your deathbed. What sort of regrets do you still hold on to? That you will leave this earth? Imagine that you're lying on your deathbed and your time has come and you're laid there. It just suddenly happened. What sort of regrets come to your mind? What sort of regrets that you hold from the past that you wish that you adapted to? What kind of regrets do you feel? What kind of regrets do you think of right now? And I want you to kind of think, because I'm actually still alive, how can I adapt that regret? How can I change that regret? So that when I do go to my deathbed, my mind is going to be clear. I'm not going to hold any regrets on earth. I can leave in peace knowing I had a fulfilling life. I was happy and I hold no regrets of the amazing life that you lived. What sort of regrets are you holding right now that you can let go? What kind of regrets that you're holding on to that you can adapt and change from? Because you can always laser and just banish the thought, but it will always come back. It will always leave that imprint. So we might as well adapt to change of that regret, to move forward, to let go,